Welcome back, guys. Now we're going to be doing radioactivity and the nuclear atom. Question 36 to 40, paper 15054. Let's start. Question 36. A narrow beam of radiation from radioactive source travel out of the page through the point X. The poles of a magnets are placed on either side of the beam. Radiation is now detected both at X and at Z. Which types of radiations are present in the beam? So basically, X is not affected by magnetic fields, therefore X should be gamma, right? X should be gamma because it is not affected by the magnetic field. ठीक है ना? आगे अगर if we apply the left hand rule, we can identify that the particles are negatively charged. और जब particles negatively charged होंगे, what does that mean? It means that the particles are beta particles. So I think D will be the answer. Let's check. 36D. Okay, let's move on. Radioactive substances are used as tracers in medical examinations. A liquid tracer is injected into a patient. A detector 20 centimeters above the patient shows where the radioactive substance in the body is. What is the best radioactive substance to use? Acha, first of all, we should use the substances which have a half-life of a few hours. अब आप पूछेंगे क्यों? Because बिकॉज अगर आप एक पेशेंट को ज्यादा देर के लिए एक्सपीरियंस करवाओगे द रेडिएशन, इट शुड डैमेज द पेशेंट. आपने क्या करना है? आपने पेशेंट के लिए जो हाफ लाइफ है ना, उसको कम से कम रखना है ताकि जल्दी से जल्दी डिके होए, राइट? ताकि पेशेंट को इतनी ज्यादा रेडिएशन से सफर ना करना पड़े. तो half life of few hours should be sufficient, right? आगे हम देख लेते हैं an alpha particle emitter or a gamma particle emitter. It should always be gamma because it is a electromagnetic radiation, or it can be detected outside the patient's body, right? Detected 20 centimeters above. It should be detected outside the patient's body. And जो हमारे पास alpha particles होता है, आपको पता है उसकी जो penetration होती है, that is the least. It can at max pass through a paper. Actually stop हो जाता है paper से, लेकिन yeah. So it will not be penetrating through the human flesh. ठीक है ना? तो gamma rays should penetrate through human flesh, which is 20 centimeters above the patient's eye shown. I hopefully you got that. So I get question 38. An isotope of lead 82-212 is radioactive. After 3 days, two beta particles and an alpha particles have been emitted. Another radioactive isotope of lead has been formed. What is the mass nuclear number of the new isotope of the lead? Acha, they have only asked us about the nuclear number. They have not asked us about anything else. So the two beta particles will not affect the nuclear number, and the alpha particles जो है हमारे पास जो alpha particle है, that will be a reduction of 4. So if we deduct 212 minus 4 कर दे, what will we get? We get 208, and that will be B. 39. Thin aluminium foil is used in cooking. The diagram shows a system used to control the thickness of aluminium foil being made in the factory. Acha, this is the radioactive source and this is the radioactive detector, right? अच्छा, ये कैसे वर्क करेगा? आपको क्या लगता है कैसे वर्क करेगा? ऊपर सोर्स है और नीचे डिटेक्टर है. आपको तो पता ही है, जो बेटा पार्टिकल्स होते हैं, दैट कैन पोटेंशियली जो होते हैं दैट कैन बी स्टॉप्ड बाय एन एल्यूमिनियम शीट, राइट? और इसकी जो थिकनेस होती है दैट शुड बी 5 मिलीमीटर. सो आपने एक यूनिफॉर्म शीट ऑफ एल्यूमिनियम बनानी है, राइट? और अगर इसकी थिकनेस 5 मिलीमीटर से कम हुए, so what will happen is that the radiation detector will detect the radiation and it will send a alarm, right? So since we have to ensure that the aluminium की जो thickness है that is uniform, we have to place a detector and a radioactive source above the detector. So if the thickness is below 5 millimeters, what will happen is the radiation detector will detect the radioactivity, right? And it will send an alarm. So the beta particles, the source is a beta particle, because जो beta particle होता है that can like potentially pass through an aluminium foil which is of a, what do you call it, thickness less than 5 millimeters. So yeah, आगे देखते हैं the half life of the source. आपको क्या लगता है एक फैक्ट्री में जो काम हो रहा है that should only be like 1 hour of half life, right? ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. जो फैक्ट्री में काम होता है that is over a prolonged period of time, so that should be 6 years. खुद ही सोचे हर घंटे बाद आपको चेंज करना पड़ा हो, that would not be convenient. So B is the straightforward clear cut answer. Question 40, which of alpha, beta and gamma radiations are waves? यार ये तो extremely easy. So C is the right answer. That is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. Allah Hafiz.